assets, the 168, but I would like to request to the governor the issue of the financial records to be responded to by maybe the former CEO.
The issue of?
The financial records, financial statements.
And the issue of land
Chair,
ownership?
Chair, wait.
You respond to that as well.
Chair, wait. If you allow me. What's your name, gentleman?
My name is Justus Makau.
Justus.
Yes.
When was Kikotek started?
Kikotek started in, it was gazetted through a Corporation Act in November 2019.
2019?
Yeah.
Were you working in the county in 2019? What was your role?
Then I was a chief officer trade.
Of trade, isn't it?
Yes.
Where was Kikotek at that time?
It was
under the Ministry of Trade.
It was a unit under the Ministry of Trade.
Isn't it?
Yes.
As a program?
Yeah.
What were you on the board at that time?
There was no board before the...
Of the program then?
Before the Kikotek was gazetted through the Corporation Act,
yes,
there was no board.
Okay.
Yes.
Was it running under your ministry?
Yes.
Were you aware about the program?
Yes.
So why do you want somebody else to answer before you?
I think you didn't get me right.
You were the chief officer of trade at that time?
Trade, yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Therefore, you're the chief accounting officer for that program?
Yes.
True or false?
That's
under
right.
PFM Act 149, you are the accounting officer?
Yeah.
Okay? So you are the person I wanted to answer this question. Because at that time, it was not a corporation under 182 and 184 of the PFM Act. It was a program. Are you getting me?
I get yours.
You are the one who has said that at that time it was not, there was no CEO, there was no board, it was a program. So you were then the accounting officer. So for that year, you must help us understand what was happening at Kikotek.
And just to add to that, Senator Eddie, Chief Officer,
members, I think we need to listen. Wait. We're out of order. Please wait. Members, I think we need to maintain the flow. A question had been asked to the two to respond to. Let them deal with that, and then they will respond to Eddie, and then I will come to you.
I didn't have a question, Chair. I just wanted that he also became a member of the board when you constituted the board in 2020. Just yes or no?
Yes.
Please now answer the questions through the chair.
So just start with the first set of questions that were asked, and then you will respond to Eddie, and then we proceed.
And for that particular financial year, Chair, it is him who must help us because he's the one who midwifed the changing from a program to a full-fledged corporation, a county entity. So for those financial year, the finances are up to you. Do you get why you're liable for that?
Can we allow the gentleman to answer the question? Please reduce your interjection so that we have the floor.
Thank you, Chair.
Yes.
As I stated earlier, the procurement of assets for Kikotek before it became a corporation was done under the Ministry of Trade. The monies were voted under the line ministries. We procured assets, and once Kikotek became a corporation, those assets were transferred to Kikotek board. Assets worth 168. What I do not have now is the list of the assets and the cost of those assets that were transferred. Okay? Those are 3-4 years down the line. I cannot pinpoint these assets were this much, they were this number. I do not have those details.
You see, Chair, let me just help you.
Let's start with the Senator Ladama, and then we go to Senator Wambua, and then Senator Mutinda, please.
All right, Governor, this gentleman that you've allowed to respond to the query, Makau, has taken us to a very interesting direction. And I think the direction that he has taken us is a direction that I think you can resolve. Because one, any asset that is bought, there has to be a vendor who is authorized. It must be in the procurement plan for the county. So what I would like to request so that we can move forward, because this business of you saying you don't know what the assets were, you're actually not telling the truth. Because there's a procurement plan. There's a vendor who was paid by the county government. So I would request, Mr. Chairman, that the county government provide this committee with the name of the vendor, the assets which were bought, the payment method, because they were transferred from this trade department. I've looked at what the Auditor General has said. Up to 2021, I think financial year 2022, since the operation of the Kikotech as a county corporation, no direct cash transfers were made. But prior to that, the assets were bought by the ministry. So if you take the county executive audit and you look at their financials when they were purchased, you can be able to respond to that query. So my advice to you is that if you do not have the responses here, don't say I do not know. You know, seek for time to provide that list so that we're able to follow and close that chapter.
Chair.
Let me.
Yes. So, Chair, you know the responses that are coming through arise from questions 3 and 4. Chair, there are things you should also rule on. You don't have to wait for the conclusion of this discussion. One of the things that you can rule on is that I don't think there is anyone before you today who has capacity or knowledge of the value of the assets of Kikotech. And if they do, they are not willing to disclose that, because Mara it is 168 million, Mara it is 238 million. Mara, the 168 million is all the money that was given to this unit over a period of 3 years. When it is convenient, you say, no, that's the value of the assets.